Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do Frank Frazetta's Maid by Image Comics, signed by JAY Photos. I'm a big fan of Frank Frazetta's paintings. I love his work. It's everything he does is gorgeous to look at. He has a real sense of what fantasy and science fiction is, and I love what he's creating with the whole universe. What he's doing. And there are some paintings there that I look at and I think to myself, why has nobody picked this up and made a comic, a TV show, or maybe a movie out of it? Because it's so cool to look at. It's so great. Maid is exactly the same thing. What is happening here? You could expand that into a TV series or a cool looking movie. But yeah, nobody did that. So too bad. Okay, let's dive in. Maid. What is this all about? Oh, before we go, it's been made by, it's written by JAY Photos. It's been colored by JAY Photos. It's been drawn by Tim Vigil, and letter is by Jason Handley. I love the aesthetic, by the way. I love the colors. Everything in here is great. I have nothing bad to say about this. So, what is this all about? So, we see here a young woman running, fleeing, and she is on a dead moon called Kyra on Agada. So, so that's probably the universe that they live in. And it says that once a lush world, then barren by ignorance of man. So probably this is now a dead moon. Well, it's already said that. But now, life is fleeting there. There's no green, there's no trees, there is no water, whatever. I'm just guessing, but that's what I think of it when it's all barred and dead and there is no life. So yeah, so she's fleeing, and and then she is being cut up by her pursuers, and her pursuers are monkeys, giant apes, and he stands there, does do nothing, and then he's getting killed by the centaur, and the centaur is getting attacked by other monkeys as well. And I really love the detail art, the action, and the visceral imagery. And then the centaur says, "Come with me if you wish to live." Very cliche, but it works. And then we have here the infamous or famous. It's not infamous. Why am I saying that? The cool-looking aesthetic, cool-looking imagery that's also on the cover. Yeah, this is one of Frank Frazetta's paintings, by the way. So, so this brute is protecting her, and she says, "Where are you taking me?" And he says, "All will be explained." So, skipping a few pages. So, before I go further, I really like this imagery. You can say why, it's all rocks and some colors here and there. Well, what I like is that in front, the images are sharp and detailed. But then when you look further here, on the background, the images is getting softer and less visible. Like it's some kind of a haze or a mist in there. And then here on the back, you see, the corners of the universe with planets, etc. I like that because you're creating a sense of depth and how the world actually is in this universe. I really like that. So the centaur explains that he is Sharka, son of the moon god Orel, and this woman here, calling herself Sienna, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the centaur says that his father is sent him here to protect her, and he was just in time. And it seemed he explains that to her that she's probably deceived and that what she has learned is not the truth. And she has many questions. She is confused because you are of age, he says. And he says, do you not know of your purpose? And she says, what purpose? It will all be explained somewhat later. So, moving on. Okay. they are getting attacked again by flying monkeys this time. That comes out of, the Wizard of Oz. Looks really great. So, is it Chakra or Sharka? Let me double check. Sharka. Sharka is he's a pretty strong dude. He has no, he takes care of them effortlessly, and then, but this monkey is speaking to her, and then we see this imagery here, and then I thought to myself, what is that? So I turned the page, and I saw this here. So this is a, I don't know, alien trapdoor spider, and he grabs the monkey, and well, he's gonna have a gruesome death below the earth. And Shaka explains that the Maiden needs to, well, I call her Maiden, she is called the Maiden, needs to look out because this is a savage moon, he says, you must stay close. And then she says she has never been inside of the walls of Olvare, and they told her stories about danger, but she had no idea what those dangers are. So, and then Sharka says, seems they have shielded you from many, many things. So what he's going to do, he takes her to a place where all will be explained and that she has a purpose. But she also said, the maid says that Rem has always protected her and she has been living peacefully and never harmed others. And then Chakra says, then why are the guardians of Rem try to kill you? You have been lied to. Go with me. Something like that. Well, that's not exactly how you say it, but that's how I formulate it. So, moving on. We go to the city of Olvar. And there is this warrior woman yelling at the apes that, that they are failed in the mission to retrieve the Maiden, and that the equinox is almost upon her, and that, instead of, getting the Maid, they are ransacking the city. So basically they screwed up. So the warrior woman explains to, I believe this is some kind of a priest or an apostle. She apologized to them. And then one of the monkeys says that Shaka has the Maiden. And he says, by Rem, no. And she says, interesting. So moving on, or going back to Chakra and the Maiden, Chakra, how do you say? Introduce her to the Temple of Aurel. And he says that Aurel is a mighty god, and that he has to go into temple with her to reveal some secrets. But going back to the city, so the warrior woman basically is not happy how the priest handled the Maiden, and the priest explains basically that they are, how do you say, well, not so kidnapping, but more try to get the child to a safer place for the guardians, and that in the haste of it all, the brutes scared the Maiden away, and that's the reason why she has fled. The warrior woman explains that we are here prepare the child in the ways of the universe, good and bad, and that she had to protect her from the horrors that lies beyond these walls to keep her mind pure and safe. So the warrior woman says, well, we have no time to debate that. We need to get to the Maiden and save her from the son of Aurel before it's too late. And she says, I hope the past is not coming back to haunt us again, in her own words. So there's something going on there, and it makes it, a little bit more mysterious, and I like that. Again, art looks really, really great. So we got another cool looking page, and then the centaur says, Father, I have brought you the Maid. And then she, where is he? And he says he will be here with us shortly. Again, looks great. The art looks great. Even the centaur, with his black, dark, bluish skin and his white eyes, he looks like a fierce warrior. He is a warrior to, he's something to you have to look out for. You don't want to see him in the dark corners of your city or in your village somewhere. I mean, I wouldn't. So he orders, well, asks, tells, whatever you say, of where, how do you translate it, to read the scrolls on the walls. And she says, well, this is an ancient language, and she can decipher that. And she reads that Aurel was in the great battle with Rem, and that a lot of people died on a distant world. And Aurel was cast out, imprisoned here on the moon Kyra as a punishment, never to reborn. And then she whispers, what did he do? She says, until the equinox, the blood, a sacrifice of the goddess of rebirth. So, well, you know it's probably what's going to happen. So the centaur explained that she is the sacrifice, and that with her blood, Aurel can reign again, and that we come back to life. So the warrior woman called Lyanna intervenes, and he says, step away. And then, well, they are, she is attacking the centaur, Tensacra, but, you know, they have a great battle, looks great. The colors, by the way, looks great too by Phil Notos, or JAY Fotos, I'm sorry. Like I said, the whole package, it's perfect. It's gorgeous art, gorgeous colors. I also love the detail in the faces, and I love the lighting. It's perfect. So they're having a battle, but Chakra is way too powerful for Lyanna, and he almost kills her. But then the big monkey steps in and kills the centaur in a great gruesome way. Well, gruesome is probably what, but he deals with him harshly, and he says, the monkey says, for my brothers, and he kills the centaur, also with the flying monkey. So he had help. Then, at the end, the maiden realizes that she was silly and that she was naive, and she's sorry that she's doubted everybody. And then Lyanna says, well, no, we are the servants of you, Goddess Sienna, and it's time to go. We defeated Aurel once again from infesting our people with his evil. And at the end, she wants to know what the story of Aurel is, but Lyanna says, well, that's a story for another day. The equinox is upon us. It has come. And the rebirth is here. Something like that. And that's the end. So I don't know what the equinox is. Well, I can imagine what it is, but I've, filling in the blanks. And also the rebirth, because now we see here flowers growing and vegetation. So I believe this barren land will be full of life again soon. But that's my interpretation. I really like this comic. It has, again, great art, great story. It has Frank Frazetta's, view of what it is. It's great. And we see here, more of Frank Frazetta's paintings and comics as well. Looks great. Death Dealer. I have this one as well. It's great. Looking great. I say the word great a lot, but hey, that's how I feel. Yeah, Moon Maiden, or Moon Maid. I really like it. I hope you like this too. Tell me about your, interpretation of what do you think of Frank Frazetta and his work. I'd like to hear from you in the comments below. So if you want, please subscribe to my channel and like my video. It would help me a lot. And that brings us to the end of the video. See you next time.